Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel, English and Beyond. I am your teacher, CJ Roy, and in today's class, I'm going to explain to you a few more things about active and passive voice, changing active voice into passive voice. This time around, I'm going to explain to you and show you a trick or give you a tip about changing negative and affirmative questions into passive voice. Up to now, we did all three tenses, present, past, and future. We did statements, we changed into passive voice. And today, some of you might find a little difficult changing questions, both affirmative and negative questions, into their corresponding passive forms. So this video is specially dedicated to this particular changing questions, affirmative and negative questions into passive voice. And I'm going to share with you a few steps. If you find it difficult, a few steps that you can make use of and then find. So let's, without wasting any time, dive straight into our topic today. Affirmative and negative questions, how to change. Affirmative, active voice. One example. We can only learn this by example here. So the first example, does she write a letter? This is a question. In the simple present tense, I'm only going to give two sentences in the present, and this is similar pattern applies to future and past as well. So you can just work it out for yourself, those things. So here, does she write a letter? This is a sentence in the active voice in the simple present tense, and this is a question in the affirmative. Passive is a letter written by her. Now, as soon as you see this, most of us get confused. I did get confused in the beginning as well. But these days, it's okay for me. No issue. These sentences do not, scare me. So, does she write a letter? Is a letter written by her? How many of you, really, if I ask this question, all of a sudden, if I give you a question like, did she write a letter? Or will she write a letter? Or does she write a letter? If I ask, immediately, how many of you can give me the answer? If you are learners just learning this one, then it may be a little difficult. A little bit of thinking has to go into, finding the correct answer. So I am going to give you a clue here, a few steps. What you could do here is when you have sentences like this, I mean questions, whether it is affirmative or negative, doesn't matter. They are questions. Then the easy way out is this. Does she write a letter? Question. Now you change this question into a statement. When I taught tenses, we learn how to frame statements first, negative statements, questions, affirmative and negative questions. All these things we learned. I apply those rules here. So, does she write a letter? It's a question. You simply change this into a statement first. Before changing into passive voice, please change this one into a statement. Now, this is an affirmative question. Does she write a letter? So, the normal answer will be yes, she writes a letter. So, that is what I have given here. She writes a letter. This is a statement. Answer, actually. Why I wrote she does not write? Because the question is affirmative, not negative. Okay. So, does she write a letter? Which means answer in the affirmative. Yes, she writes a letter. So, yes, you remove, but she writes a letter. Now, she writes a letter is a statement. Now, change this statement into passive voice. For a letter, she writes a letter. A letter, okay, is the object there. So, it becomes a subject. And a letter is singular. So, it is always is. So, a letter is written by her. This is the passive voice. A letter is written by her. Okay. Now, remember, next step is change this statement into question form. So, a letter is written by her. Change into. So, how do you frame questions? We take the first auxiliary. We have only one auxiliary, that is here. So, is, and then comes subject. Is it, is he, is it? Okay, are they? So, is a letter. Is a letter written by her? So this is the question. Is a letter written by her? This is the question. And when you get this question, you got the answer. Passive voice to the first one. Does she write a letter? Is a letter written by her? Hello? Clicking it? I'm sure. So those of you are fazed by or confused by or scared by this sentence, does she write a letter? And you scratch your head and worry. In a competitive, when you write a competitive examinations, when you have this kind of things you have to change, you will get, I'm sure, a rough piece of paper or somewhere. You make these sentences, follow these steps. When you follow these steps, finally you will get the answer. And when you get the answer, you will still be thinking of the answer, but answer is already there, the last one. So what is the step we followed here? So this is the question, real first question given to you to change into passive voice. So does she write? So we wrote, does she write? It's a question. We change that into its statement form. She writes a letter. Then we change that statement into its passive form. A letter is written by her. And then we changed that passive form into a question. Is a letter written by her? And that is a letter written by her is the answer. Clear? So I am only suggesting this one. Of course, if you are smart enough and if you understand everything, if you don't need these steps, please, no need. Like for example, if I am to change a sentence, this similar to this one, I don't go through all these steps. No need for me now. Just I can just look at that question itself and come to its answer. It will come with practice. Before that, you could try this out. Okay, I am only giving you this easy way out for you to try it out. And you will be okay with this. And one more sentence we will do this time. We will go for a negative sentence. Okay, negative question here. Okay, so does he not clean the room? So negative question. Say you can change this into did he not clean the room? It becomes simple past. Will he not clean the room? It becomes simple future. You apply the rule. The steps are the same. So active. Does he not clean the room? This is the original question. And its original answer will be, is the room not cleaned by him? Now, if you don't get it, if you become panic about this question, then try this. Write this question down. Does he not clean the room? So what will you do? You change this into a statement. Now remember, this is a negative sentence. So we need to, when you change into a statement, make it a negative statement. So does he not clean the room? No, he does not clean the room. This is we learned when we learn tenses. That's why again, my dear learners, I'm telling, please go back to the tenses. If you don't study the tenses, if you don't get this thing very clear in your head, I mean the tense, then there is no use learning the grammar that I'm teaching you now. If you don't, please don't learn active and passive voice, the next two reported speech, such grammar pieces. Please don't attempt to learn until you learn the tenses first. When you learn the tenses, when I taught the tenses, some of you might have wondered why all these things we need to learn. This is the reason. Everything is based on tenses here. So coming back to our question, does he not clean the room? Original question. When change, no, he does not clean the room. Now this is a statement. Now what do we do with this statement? Change it into passive voice. He does not clean the room. The room is not cleaned by him. Now change this passive form into its question. Okay, so is the room, auxiliary verb first, is the room not cleaned by him? Now that is what here we have written, is the room not cleaned by him? Fine. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to tell you, and I'm sure you will try this out as well. If you try this way, you will never go wrong. You will get the answer. 99.99% you will get it correctly, unless you make some silly mistake here and there. All right? How is it going? I hope you understand. Yeah. Now let's work out some exercises as usual. Let's see if we can get. So let's start with the first one. Did she complete the project? This question is in the simple past. It's an affirmative question. So if we follow that easy way out, those few steps that I explained earlier, you need to first answer this. This is an affirmative, so the statement has to be affirmative. Change it into a statement. Did she complete the project? Yes. She completed the project. She completed the project. Simple past tense. Now change it into passive voice. She completed the project. The project was completed by her. The project was completed by her. Now change it into question. Was the project completed by her? Now let us see if that is the answer here. Was the project completed by her? Are you getting now? Yes. Is she writing a report? Is she writing a report? Present continuous tense. Yes, she is writing a report. She is writing a report. A report is being written by her. A report is being written by her. Is a report being written by her? Think about it. Think about answer. Is a report being written by her? Next. Has he finished the assignment? Think about for a while. Has he finished the assignment? Yes, he has finished the assignment. He has finished the assignment. The assignment has been finished by him. Has the assignment been finished by him? Has the assignment been finished by him? Next one. Will they organize the event? Simple future. The event will be organized one. Will the event be organized by them? Will the event be organized by them? It might take initially some time for you, my dear learners. Don't worry. This is what learning is all about. It might take some time, but follow the steps, then you will understand. Next. Did they not invite you? How it will be. I'm not going into detail and now explaining everything step by step. Are you able to get it? Did they not invite you? Were you not invited by them? How you find out? Is she not watching the movie? Is the movie not being watched by her? I'm not going through the steps. You please go through. Has he not completed his work? Will she not write the report? Why don't you try this one for yourself, at least these two, and see? I'm not going to give you the answer. Let it be wrong. Nothing happens there. No problem. No issue. It is part of learning. Making mistakes is part of learning. Try this and see. It's a challenge. Now, in the meantime, let me also tell you before I conclude this video, if you are not very clear about these things, you might leave this particular video aside. Maybe later on you can come back. You will have to come back, but in this creates a little bit of confusion. A little bit more effort is required here. So maybe if you are finding it so difficult, if you are not able to follow the easy way out steps that I have given you, still you find it difficult for the moment, you keep it aside. Later you can come back. Once you complete everything, you come back. Then you will understand this better. Well, that's all for today in this video. This is a special video like we learned how to change in a questions both affirmative and negative into passive voice. And I have given you a few steps using which you will be able to arrive at the correct answer. And I'm sure that you enjoyed this class. And if you enjoyed and found this class useful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, English and Beyond. And please do tap the bell icon. Don't forget to tap it so that you will not miss our next English lesson. Until we meet again in the next video, please keep learning, keep practicing, and keep growing with our channel, English and Beyond. Thank you for watching. Take care.